Hello guys, and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to analyze newly listed coin X-alpha.ai. We are going to analyze the complete white paper, or you can say the docs. We'll go through the complete analysis of it, and before that let's get quickly to the basic information about the project, and then let's go to the white paper. So as this is a newly listed coin, you cannot see the market cap right now, but the fully diluted valuation is around $7 million, and 24-hour volume is around $3,000, nearly there. So it's a pretty good volume if you see, as it is a newly listed coin. And these are a couple of other uh, information regarding the project. So that's all, and you can also go on Uniswap if you are interested in owning this token. But of course this channel does not give any financial advice, just to keep in mind. And these are the basic infos. Now let's quickly get to the white paper. So welcome to the XALPHA.ai. XALPHA.ai is your AI assistant with a sharp focus on the crypto market. We offer traders an advanced analytical companion for real-time market monitoring on Twitter and X.com. As a smart assistant for people who trade cryptocurrencies, we ask you to simply imagine having a friend who is always looking at the crypto markets, ready to tell you when there is a chance to make a smart trade. That's XALPHA.ai. We have designed our ecosystem to help you make trades at the right time based on rules you set. And our vision is to make cryptocurrency trading smarter, easier, and increasing the probability of success for everyone. Whether you are a new to trading or you have been at it for years, we want XALPHA.ai to be the tool you trust to help you make good trading decisions. Our mission is simple: to bring the power of advanced trading strategies to your fingertips without needing complex tech skills. So this is what that concept is, and we are going to also see how they are trying to accomplish this concept. But before that, let me tell you one important thing, which is the rule which applies to every cryptocurrency project, whether it is a new project or whether it is Bitcoin itself, and that is the rule of decentralization. So the community should be very much involved in this project, and if the community is not involved, then no matter how great an idea is, that project lacks accountability. So accountability and growth go hand in hand, and when it comes to cryptocurrency market, we need accountability at its best. And the community can do that. The community, the members of this token, whoever they are, in the Telegram group or in the Discord group, they need to make sure that the project is totally decentralized and every decision is made by the community. And if that doesn't happen, then you can say that it will turn out to be a huge mistake, a huge blunder from the side of investors and the community. Because generally, if a cryptocurrency project fails, then it fails because the blunders are made by the community, and they get blindsided in the profits and the price movement and everything, and that's why the projects die. So initially they come and they get excited, and then gradually they evaporate, and that is the blunder which most communities make in terms of cryptocurrency projects. So we'll try to understand what a blunder is through the game of chess. So this is of course my one of the game which I played, the game of chess, and you'll here see that these are some very powerful basic chess opening moves. And here let's assume that I play this move. Then what will happen? My opponent would simply capture it, and I would immediately lose the game. That is called a blunder, giving away your valuable things for free. And similarly, when it comes to cryptocurrency, the community, if they do not get involved in all these important decisions, we haven't even started to see to study the white paper, but whatever the important decisions the team are going to make, regarding X-alpha, you need to as a community members, they need to get involved in the day-to-day operation and all. Otherwise the project will gradually lack accountability and then gradually lack the growth which is required for the success of any cryptocurrency project. That's why one must not make this kind of blunders. Now let's go to the second page, the problem statement, what the problem is and how they are trying to solve it. So the challenge in cryptocurrency trading is unpredictable and high risk. The biggest challenges faced by traders, whether they are beginners or experienced, is knowing the optimal times to buy or sell. This challenge stems from several key factors. So of course, if you see historically in the stock market, nobody has actually successfully timed the market. So actually that thing is indeed really difficult to educate and onboard users to crypto industry. Crypto markets are known for their high volatility. Prices can soar or plummet within a short time frame, making it difficult to predict market movements accurately. Well, that's correct. Continuous monitoring required. To make informed trading decisions, one needs to constantly monitor market trends, news, social media sentiments, etc. Building a personal trading bot or using advanced trading tools often requires significant technical expertise, which many traders lack. This technical barrier leaves them at disadvantage. Well, that is also true. Without a systematic approach, traders often make decisions based on emotions, leading to potentially unprofitable trades. There are many tools available, however they all lack a point of convergence which we provide effortlessly. There are many unseen but often complicated on-chain and off-chain complexities. So basically they are trying to help traders, and of course if one can solve this problem, then they can make a lot of money. But these problems are important to solve, and if the community's role gets important in this process of solving all these problems, then you can say that this project is truly decentralized project, and it is truly trying to solve a genuine problem. So both things go hand in hand, decentralization and solving these problems. If the team is going to solve this problem alone, then they are going to make a huge blunder, just like I showed you here what the blunder is. Okay, if you want to see the another example, then let's see the another example. So here the game continued, and after that I played this move, my opponent played this, and he captured, I captured, and then there are few more moves which happened here. And now here let's say that after few moves I play like this. Now this is called a blunder, because if I put my queen here, then he would simply capture it, and then there is a checkmate lying here. So this is called a powerful blunder. And if the team is not going to involve the community, or if they do not succeed in making the community take part in all these important day-to-day operational things and decision making things, then they are going to make very similar to this kind of a blunder, simply giving your queen instead of playing carefully with all the deep calculations required to win the game. So that's why it is very essential to understand that community is the key, and the team needs to have that kind of focus on the community as well, and not only on the taking the project ahead alone. Otherwise they will lack a required superpower which is actually needed in the cryptocurrency market, which is decentralization. Now our solution, X-alpha.ai employs a suite of AI driven tools and analytics to address the core challenges in cryptocurrency trading. Here is a detailed look at how its key features align with these challenges. X-alpha.ai's AI system is constantly scanning the market, providing instant alerts on crucial shifts like price changes or volume spikes. This helps traders respond swiftly to market movements. The AI identifies promising new tokens and keeps track of established ones, giving traders a competitive edge by highlighting potential investment opportunities. Okay. Now basically you can say that this is a kind of a bot only which can help traders. Right now that's what I'm having my assessment about this project. Now let's go further with what other tools they are providing. In the crypto world, influencers wield significant power. X-alpha.ai measures their impact on token popularity, offering a unique perspective on market trends. Again, this feature is important probably, but do users actually need this feature? That is the important question which the team should ask, and that's why this kind of important things should be discussed with the community. That's how you can make the project powerful, decentralized, and actually user friendly. If the project is not user friendly, if the users do not require such services, then there is no point of providing them such services. And that's why it's very essential that the community gets involved, and the team takes a lot of focus in getting the community involved in all these projects. Other, if they do not succeed, if these cryptocurrency projects, no matter which the project is, if they are not able to make the community involved on in the day-to-day operations, in the day-to-day important decision makings, then they will make a significant blunder. So now let's go ahead and see what the blunders look like in the game of chess, so you can get idea about the blunders. So as the game continued, I played few moves like this, and now here I played this move, but instead if I played this move, if I would go and capture this, then this would be called a blunder, because my queen will be captured by his queen or his bishop. So in that scenario, this would be called a powerful blunder, and I would immediately lose the game instead of fighting with my opponent. And the same rule goes here. If the influencers if they are not focusing, if the community is not focusing on the this kind of different services which the team is going to provide to the users, and if the community doesn't get involved, then they will be making this kind of a powerful blunder which I just showed you. That's why the connection between the team and the community is very essential. Now by monitoring social media trends, the AI assistant keeps you updated on tokens gaining popularity, which often precedes a rise in their market value. So you can say that this is very similar to the trending tokens feature which we see on CoinGecko, in which they show us the most popular token through trending token section. So very similar kind of a feature here. Now let's see what the other solution they are trying to provide. Receive notifications for tokens with a consistent increase in activity, which might indicate a growing interest among traders. Okay, conversely, be cautious of tokens showing signs of decreased activity or interest. On-chain and off-chain convergence is the key to better decisions. By integrating these features, XALPHA.ai not only addresses the challenges of needing constant market vigilance and technical expertise, but also offers a comprehensive data-driven approach to crypto trading. This positions traders to make informed, timely decisions, leveraging AI analytics for a competitive edge. So now many companies, existing companies, they provide these kind of tools to the traders all over the world. But if there is a possibility that some of the features will not be required by the users, and sometimes the team might fail to assess that, and that's why the role of the community becomes very key when it comes to choosing what kind of services they should actually offer. Now in white paper, people write all kinds of things, and in which they believe, but in the end, if the decisions of providing which service to give to the clients is done in a decentralized way, then only the project creates higher odds of succeeding, higher odds of growing, and higher odds of sustaining in the longer term. And that if this project XALPHA.ai doesn't go in that direction of decentralization, then they would be making a very powerful blunder, with the blunders which I just showed you a few moves back. So that's why it's very essential that the in this area the community gets very much involved. So here, as the game continued, I played few moves like this, and here after this, let's assume that I play something like this. Then what will happen? This would be called a blunder. And similarly, here after losing my queen, I am likely to lose the game immediately. And here also, if the community is not involved, then the team will be making a huge blunder, and the same thing applies to the community. The community itself will be losing the opportunity to grow and make some kind of money through this project if they do not focus on making the project decentralized. So the team and the community will have to work together, otherwise it will be a huge blunder just like this from both sides, from the side of team and from the side of community. So that's the key area to focus for everyone when it comes to cryptocurrency market. Now let's see what the strategy is. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but none can see is the strategy out of which victories evolved. Sun Tzu. So there are a lot of problems and there are a lot of solutions which can be done to improve the crypto space. X-alpha.ai strategy is key to stay focused and follow the most efficient path which takes this product to mass adoption and brings efficiency in the space, benefiting everyone. Convergence is the key. Low latency and real-time coverage, analytics focus to filter noise, partnerships over reinventing the wheel, low cost, inclusive. Okay, now all these features and strategies are very good, but for example, let's talk about this thing, that partnerships over reinventing the wheel. Now reinventing the wheel it simply means iteration. Now when things need to be iterated in this competitive cryptocurrency market, they need the community's support. The community is the key. If the community can take part in the iteration process, reinventing the new products every month or every 6 months to stay ahead of the competition, if that can happen, if the community gets involved in all this, then these strategies will work truly smoothly, and that will help the project become more and more decentralized. The only difference between Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency projects is that decentralized has been achieved superbly by the Bitcoin network, and other projects are struggling with the same problem, same issue, the decentralization. Here the X-alpha.ai project needs to understand, or that they will have to work together with the community, and the community of X-alpha.ai, they will have to understand that they cannot make the blunder of not making the project decentralized by working with the team. They will have to work with the team and make the project more and more decentralized. So now again, let's see the concept of blunder simply with this game. So as the game continued, I played few moves like this, and after playing this kind of few moves, now let's assume here after this move I play this move, then what would happen? I would simply lose the game. As you can see, this bar also immediately jumped, because after playing this move my opponent would simply capture my queen and I would lose the game. So now that is called a blunder, and that's why I keep saying that the blunder is the key area to understand. And the more we are away from decentralization, more this community is away from decentralization, higher the chance that they are making these kind of horrible blunders which could make them lose the project, which can make them lose the sustainability of the project in the longer term. That's why understanding blunder when it comes to chess, or whether it is cryptocurrency market, it is the key area for everybody. Now let's go further ahead with this X-alpha.ai terminal, and let's see what their features are, what their benefits are, and how to use it and all. Now the section describes the elements of the product functionalities which come together in this incredibly intelligent utility. Our in-house built AI algorithms continuously reads the public tweets only and only public data, no privacy breach, and identifies the tokens which are potentially discussed in the conversation. Majority of users in the crypto space often use MetaMask, Phantom Wallet, and wallet extensions. Similarly, the XALPHA extension is as simple, basic, and can be audited by anyone, and you can be very assured of your privacy. As the nature of crypto is, we have a lot of scams popping up all the time in the market. The AI filters most of the noise using our proprietary algorithm, protecting users from malicious players in the market. Again, these kind of features are very helpful, can be very helpful, but are they actually needed by the users is the ultimate question. And who will decide that these features are actually needed by the users? That will be the ultimate question, and that's why the community needs to step in, so they can help the team assess that these kind of features are required for the users or not, because ultimately the goal of team and the community is to give the users ultimately high quality experience, a product which can help them, and that's why the team and the community are trying to work together. They must have a Telegram community or something, or Discord community, where they will be working together, or at least they will be discussing about the project. In that area they will have to assess that whether these kind of products are needed by the users or not. If they can do this together, then it is good. Otherwise it would turn out to be a huge blunder if they cannot assess these kind of things together. And that's why I keep saying that the community is the key for any cryptocurrency project's success. You can see the example of PancakeSwap, in which the founders actually did an exit scam, and the community actually joined their hands together, and they made the project successful. I'm not saying that this project's team is going to do that kind of thing. I don't know, we cannot plan these things, but my point is that community is the ultimate backup plan. The decentralized nature of any cryptocurrency project, if this project is being managed by the community or will be managed by the community in the future, then you can say that the risk will be under a lot of control. I am not saying that risk will completely evaporate, but it will be under a lot of control. And if the risk is controlled, then only we can stay away from the blunders. So now let's go ahead and understand the concept of blunder one more time, so we can get that concept clearly about the X-alpha.ai in our mind regarding the blunder. So after playing few moves like this, I white played last move this, and after that let's assume that I would play something like this. Then in that scenario, the white would simply capture again my queen, and he would simply go winning. And as you can see, again this bar went up like crazy, which is showing that white is going to win the game. So again, this is a very massive blunder, and that's what we want to avoid when it comes to cryptocurrency market, or whatever project you are interested in. Maybe you are interested in X-alpha.ai today, you will be interested in other projects tomorrow, next week, next month. But how to avoid this kind of blunders is the key, and that can only happen when you focus on joining as a community member. You assess, you analyze the community, you assess and analyze the team and community's bonding. If the team and community's bonding is strong, then you can say that the project has a good chance of surviving and sustaining in the longer term. If that is not happening right now, then there is a good chance that the project will die sooner or later. That's how you can assess a cryptocurrency project. Now let's see what the other features are. So this is the UI, where you can see all this data from token holders to volume to all-time high liquidity, and many other things. You can get the social media handle details, and then there is this X-alpha integrated alert service, and social media trend analysis, and all this is also there. Now let's talk about the use cases and benefit. I think we have talked about use cases and benefits a lot already, so now let's not talk about it. How to use this is generally for users So let's not go into the details of that. If you want to use it, you can probably go on their website and use the extension. I think if you click here, you will probably find a way to use this tool, so you can do that if you want to. And apart from that, let's go to the roadmap section. Again, there are a lot of things which we already talked, so we are not going to go into that as well. Now let's go to the marketing and PR section, coming soon, so they haven't mentioned anything. We already talked about the strategy and finance. Now let's go to the business model section. So this is the tokenomics. You can go through it. Again, here you'll have to ask this question, that all these things are decided by the team, or it is decided by the community, or is it decided by both of them. If it is only decided by the team, then you can say that this project is a centralized project, and that would be very similar to having this kind of blunderous thing, because if the team is thinking that they are going to win the battle of this project alone without the help of the community, then they are simply making this kind of a blunder, because centralization never survives. These are the periods in which only decentralization will survive. Things will be very much transparent in the future, because cryptocurrency market is not regulated, and that's what decentralization is the only solution to every problem. So if they can understand this, then you can say that they have a very powerful concept to grow. They understand the concept of growth very clearly. That's what you can say. Now there are also taxes here mentioned, 5% tax on buying and selling. So it will be going into the marketing and product development fund. Again, what will be the transparency of this? Let's say that they are making $100,000 through these taxes every month. Then what will be the transparency of these funds? Is the community involved in taking care of all these things? These are very important questions, and if you do not ask these important questions, then you are making these kind of blunders which I just showed you. Let me show it again to you, so it everything becomes very clear. Because if these funds are not 100% transparent, then there is a good chance that because of the centralized nature of the project can die sooner or later, and that's what we want to avoid. It is for the greater good. It is for the sake of not only of the team, but it is also for the sake of the community. So now as the game continued, I played few moves like this, and then now here let's assume that after playing this knight, I put my queen here, so I can stop this checkmate. But instead, let's assume that I would play something like this. Then in that scenario, I would be simply checkmated and I would lose the game, and that is called a massive blunder. I cannot play like this if I want to survive on this level. And that's the thing here. If the community is not aware, or if they are not transparent about all this buying and selling taxes, then they are making this kind of horrible blunder. And that's why the team's transparency with the community and community's involvement in managing all these funds for the greater good of the project is very essential. Otherwise it will be very similar to making this kind of a blunder. Most cryptocurrency investors, they focus only on one thing, which is how to make money, but they do not understand the importance of decentralization and they do not understand the concept of decentralization, that it comes first and the profit comes later. These are very key things to understand if one really wants to succeed in the cryptocurrency market as an investor or whatever you say. Now let's see that what is their income and revenue streams. Referral commissions earned from partnerships and integrations, gated access to premium features like real-time alert services, social media trending, alpha alerts. Benefits for token holders: 33% of of all revenue earned is distributed directly to holders of the token itself. 33% revenue earned is used to buy back burn alpha, increasing the value of token, and 33% of all revenue earned is shared with X alpha whales with more than 0.25% of the supply. Again, the profit which the team is going to make is probably through different stream. They are not going to make profit through public addresses. The addresses which are going to be used to earn the profits, will those addresses will be shown to the community? Will they be 100% transparent when it comes to show the source of revenue? Because if the team is making $1 million and they control all the addresses, and if they can change the addresses which can address through which they are going to get paid for providing these services, in that scenario decentralization cannot happen, because there won't be any accountability, there won't be any transparency. So again, I don't know whether these things are actually transparent or not. Right now I haven't studied the project in that much details, but as an investor, if you are looking to take part in this project, then this is very essential to understand that you will have to take part in knowing all this first before you take part in the project. That's the key thing which you need to understand as an investor. Otherwise you will be making this kind of a blunder, and that's why know that if this 100% profit which they are going to make, revenue which they are going to make by selling their services, then the addresses which are going to get the revenue, those addresses are completely transparent to the community. These are the key questions which one needs to understand. If those addresses are not transparent through which they are going to get revenue, then the community cannot know that the project is completely decentralized or not. So now here as the game continued, I played something like this, and now here I only have one rook and my opponent has two pieces, and in this such tense situation, if I play a move like this, then my opponent would simply capture my rook and I would again simply lose the game. That is called a blunder. And as I showed here, this blunder, if the community is not aware about the addresses through which the revenue is going to be made, then you can say that the community is making a huge blunder. And at the same time, the team also needs to be fully transparent, and they must not make this blunder of not sharing the address through which they are going to get all the money, all the revenues from the users, from the customers. So these kind of things are very essential. Otherwise you can say that the blunder will be made from both the sides, from the side of the team and also from the side of the community, and community's role is more important than the team's roles. Generally teams, whatever cryptocurrency whatever project you take, generally in good projects teams are good, but community lacks the awareness of decentralization, and that's why those projects fail. So just keep that in mind. Now let's see the XALPHA airdrop thing. 35% airdrop to the past holders who supported us for the last 2 years. 5% airdrop to early users of the Tika.ai products. Okay, so apart from that, there is not much left for me to discuss, because these are now the terms and conditions and privacy policy, cookie policy, and all these things are there, so you can go through it if you want to. So I have covered almost the entire white paper, and if you liked the video, then please hit the like button and do consider subscribing to the channel, and also don't forget to join my Telegram group if you want to know more about the crypto projects and if you want to understand more about decentralization. Till then, take care, bye bye. I'll see you in the next video.